Hello everybody, it's me, GhostCritic, and I'm here with my Wednesday comic book pull list, and I am a lot happier comic book reader this week. After the pitiful event of 2 comics on my pull list last week, I have a healthy stack of 12, so there is plenty of books to show you this week. But before I do that, just a couple of things. My November favourites will be up hopefully this Friday. I'm going to be filming it tonight. I've been a bit behind, but everything's set to go, so I'll probably film it tonight and do my editing tomorrow and then upload it on Friday. Also, for the next 3 consecutive Mondays, normally over Christmas, over the December period and the run up to Christmas, I have done kind of a special video series. Last year, if you weren't around then, I did a comic book Christmas calendar where every day I posted a short video highlighting one of my favourite comics of that year. I haven't the time, unfortunately, to do anything of that scope this year. So instead, I have an idea for 3 different videos. So hopefully, again, time allowing, and given the ideas that I've got for these videos, it shouldn't take me too long, but I will put one up every Monday leading up to Christmas. And of course, at the end of the year, of this, I've no doubt I'll be doing my Boxing Up 2015 video. Again, for those of you who have not been around very long, at the end of every year, all those shelves back there that have got the year's worth of comics on get all thrown in not thrown, they get placed very lovingly into a box, ready to clear out for the following year. And I just kind of briefly go over what my kind of collecting habits over that past year. So that's to come right at the very end of the year. So bits and bobs that are happening. On to this week's comics, and we're kicking off with Boom Studios. It's The Woods, issue 18. I have a strange relationship with this comic because I like it, I do. The concept and the idea behind it, I really dig. I just don't know whether it's as well executed now as I felt it was going earlier. And again, it's one of those titles that kind of go up and down in my interest levels, but this for some reason stays on there. Maybe it's just because it's my only Boom Studios title I have on my pull list, and I kind of want to give them a little bit of support, but I don't know. Image Books, issue number 10 of They're Not Like Us. I really enjoy this book. A lot of characterization going on, while the story until last issue had not really been moving very forward or fast or with any momentum at all. It seems to have picked up a bit more, but I do really like the characters within this title, and they really kind of appeal to me, and that's why I've stayed on this book. And I hope it has that kind of East of West feel where, you know, right at the very beginning it was very slow moving, a lot of people dropped off it, but East of West is fantastic now, and I think and I hope this will go the same route. Issue 3 of Paper Girls, Brian K. Vaughan and Cliff Chang's new Image title. Again, digging this, really surprised at the kind of twist that this book had, and throwing in the kind of sci-fi, maybe time travelling element to it, but I'm really enjoying this, and so I'll be sticking with this. I'm just looking at the price, and this is still a $2.99 issue, so that's good for Image, because I've been noticing Image title prices are reaching up. They're not sticking where they are. Talking of East of West, issue number 22. I love this title, and every time I read it I'm like, wow, but it's one of those, because it's the solicitations on this aren't the best. It's not very regular, so I have to kind of remember what happened previously. It does feel like I just read a copy of this, but maybe not. It's Black Science, not that I'm complaining. This is issue 18 on part 2 of a 5-part story with Godworld. I'm just so glad Matteo Scalera is still on this book. He is the most amazing artist, and I just lap up every single page of this book. I love it, love it. Richard Tommaso's Dark Corridor, this kind of crime noir with a kind of underground zine type of art style to it. As much as I love this book and I would like you all to go out and buy it, I don't think it's for everyone, but I just want this to continue for quite some time, or at least double where it is now, at least. But I fear that not enough people are picking this up, and one, probably enjoying it, or two, that, I mean, they're just not picking it up. It's something that doesn't interest them. But I kind of like this in a kind of undervalued title. That's all for the Image. 2 issues for DC. We've got Midnighter issue 7. You know, all know how I feel about this. I keep buying it because this is one of those titles that I think not a lot of people are buying, but they should be. And if the sales go too far down, then they'll probably cancel it, just like they did with the next one, which is a Gotham by Midnight, which is on its penultimate issue, and issue 12 will be its last one. I'm very disappointed that this is going, because I loved this. It was great having Ben Temple-Smith's art for the first story arc. Ferreira did an absolutely stand-up job taking over, and there wasn't that that kind of harsh change in art style, and it still felt in keeping with the book, and keeping in the same vein as what Ben Temple-Smith was trying with it. But I wish people had jumped on this so we could have developed all these characters more, but what are you going to do? Now on to the Marvels. Marvel had loads of issue 1s out this week. All new X-Men, Spidey, what else was that? Red Wolf. Not many of them interested me. I wasn't particularly clamouring to get any of them, apart from one. I think we all know, or quite a few of us have been waiting for this one. Show that last, of course. Issue number 13 of Star Wars came out. This is part 3 of the crossover with the other titles of Vader Down, so I don't know how I'm going to cope. I'm not going to have a clue what's going on or where we are, to be honest. Hopefully there will be a recap page at the beginning to catch me up, but I wasn't going to go down that route of starting to buy the tie-ins just to complete this story. But as a whole, Star Wars has been great at Marvel. I've really enjoyed it. I'm dreading the day Immonen leaves on art, because he is doing a fantastic job on this. He has got all the characters, you know, absolutely perfect, and his kind of his detail on the ships, just like the environments, the planets, just space in general, just brilliant. And whoever comes on next after Unum, because he will leave, of that I've no doubt, will have some big shoes to fill. Extraordinary X-Men issue 3. As I said previously, I only want to get one each of the kind of big franchise books, you know, like X-Men, Inhumans, because they seem to be becoming a franchise all of their own now, and Avengers. So this is the book I'm sticking with right now. If it comes to the new year, once I've done my look at the pull list and what needs to go, what needs to be added, how much I've got on my pull list, if there's room for a little wiggle room, I'm listening to what everyone else is saying about these titles, and maybe I might add 1 or 2 on later on down the line, and pick up the back issues, of which I will find that I have no doubt. One of my favourite Marvel titles right now, Doctor Strange. We're up to issue 3. Very fun, entertaining. Love Bocello's artwork on this. I always have and I always will, however crazy it gets. But I'm really digging this kind of incarnation of Doctor Strange. I've heard people say, and I've read people saying, you know, he's becoming a lot like Tony Stark. And there was even some kind of reference to that in Invincible Iron Man. But I don't really read Iron Man, so while I know I can see the similarities that they're talking about, it doesn't really bother me. I just still love this character. Finally, of course, that new #1, Charles Soule has taken over Daredevil. Yeah, I'm jumping back on Daredevil. I bought Mark Waid and Chris Samney's first volume of Daredevil when they took it over. But when he moved over to, I think it was California, I dropped it then because I think it was coming out once every 2 weeks, and I'm sure they bumped the price up as well, so I kind of thought, oh, I'll wait for trades. I didn't actually end up waiting for trades and have found some back issues really cheaply, so that's basically gone on my back issue list to look out for and get that last series. But I thought, right, let's just jump back on it. Daredevil's a great character that I've loved, and I'm collecting the first volume as much as I can of that, so why not continue on? So that's it for all the books. Thank you for watching. Let me know what you picked up of all those Marvel #1s and whatever else you bought. I don't think there was one new #1 from Image for a change. I'm here to be stand corrected. Let me know down there in the comment section box. Give this video a big thumbs up, and if you're not subscribed yet, because there are loads more videos to come over December, hit the button so you don't miss out on any of them. Thank you all for watching. Thank you to all my new subscribers of late. Always appreciative. Until next time, bye bye.